Speaking of PhilHealth, in 2024, the government actually transferred back the amount of 89.9 billion to the Treasury. And I recall there was a statement that you made that this amount of 89.9 billion would be earmarked solely for health-related programs such as the health emergency allowance. May I know if that has really happened?
Yes, Mr. Chair. Ang nakuha is about 60 billion, and about 30 billion was used to pay the health emergency allowance because there was a deficit in the health emergency. Nabayad yung 27.4 billion for health emergency allowances. Doon na-complete yung 104 billion because that was a deficit. The others, they were put on other projects, and I think DOF ang nag-decide where the rest of the excess funds were put. Right now, still, I requested the DOF na gamitin sana for health projects like infrastructure, health, HPEP, or hospitals para at least makatulong sa healthcare. In fact, when I told him kahit na roads yan, that actually help save lives. Kasi in some remote areas, building of a road actually allows a patient to access healthcare faster. Even bridges, actually. So may 30 billion na TRO, and we are all awaiting the decision of the Supreme Court. Either way po, Mr. Chair, I will be happy whatever the Supreme Court decides. If they tell us to return it, we will comply. If they tell us it can be done, it will actually help health budgets improve implementation of UHC. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
So you're telling us that of the 89.9 billion, around 30 billion was spent for the HEA. The rest, you do not know exactly where that money went.
I do not know exactly, but I think the DOF knows details of where it was used for funding.
Ang tanong ko po, pag inutos ng Supreme Court na ibalik nga yung perang iyon, may programa na po ba, may plano ang DOH kung saan pupunta yon? Because I think that money could have gone, for example, to easing the burden and the costs, broadening the programs of PhilHealth for our people.
Yes, Mr. Chair. According to the UHC law, all revenue of PhilHealth should be used for increasing benefit packages, kagaya ng ginawa namin sa dialysis, sa heart attack, tinaas na po namin. And then, pag binalik yon, we will actually use it for increasing benefits. And number two, if we pass the amendments to the UHC law, we are hoping it will have an amendment na pwedeng ibaba yung premium. Kasi dinictate by law yung pagtaas ng premiums ng PhilHealth. So ang amendment na nire-request is rate adjustments for premiums be actuarially studied by the PhilHealth Board rather than implemented by law. Kasi na-implement po ng law noong 2019, nagka-COVID. Pagkatapos, it was a 5-year implementation. We were still struggling from COVID, tinaas pa rin yung premium, and ramdam naman ng lahat ng mamamayan yung difficulty na kinalta sa sweldo nila, yung increased premium. So we're now returning it with increased benefits naman.